After the last video, I promised that I would show you all the second death pile. My husband was very sweet and made it all come into this room. This is a room that I need to get ready for my son, or our son, that is coming home for the holidays. And it needs to be cleared out here in the next 72 hours. Hi, I'm Ann. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay, and I have been doing this for about 20 years now. I just started on Poshmark and on Mercari. If you did not see my last video, I am doing a 6-month challenge of seeing if I have increased my sales by watching what others have done on different platforms. I have been watching some resellers on YouTube and actually been reading and following others on Instagram or social media, basically, and I'm trying to see if those things work. I do realize that some of it might be my own fault. It hasn't been as successful as I thought maybe it would be by this time. I'm definitely selling more, and I sell pretty much anything. My husband and I do this together, and we can typically will sell like vintage clothing. He really likes the vintage like sports memorabilia, and I do more clothing or just things that I like myself, and it has been pretty successful, more or less. But we both work full time. I work for a local school district here, and he is a first responder. So we're both pretty busy. But within the next 2 years, I think he would like to retire. And I think this would be a great way to make extra income, keep busy. And so I just was challenging us to basically, let's see if this works. If it doesn't work, it's okay. It's been fun. But as you can see, we've had a lot of fun purchasing. And I'm not selling as much as I thought. And the backstory on that is I started Poshmark in, I believe it was June. Haven't really sold a whole lot there. I feel like we already pay enough in fees and such as sellers that I have not wanted to just go in and pay for like Posh VA or a prime lister that's going to push out my closet. And I think it is hindering me, and I still feel like it's hindering me. I have been sending out really reasonable offers. I feel I don't find the highest of ends of items, but I am picky. And actually my husband and I do this together, so we are pretty picky about what we choose to sell. We would like to make at least $20 profit. And of course we would like to make more than that, as we all would. But Poshmark has been a struggle for me, and I would love for others to tell me what has been helpful for them. And if I need to just do it and purchase, a cross-listing thing on Poshmark to push my closet forward, I might try to do that in the new year. And if I choose to do that, I will definitely let you know how that goes. The surprising platform that has worked for me is Mercari. I just sold 2 items. One, like I spoke in the last video, was a bra. It was a Torrid bra, and the brand Torrid. And it sold so fast. I got it at the bins. I figured it to be about 50 cents. And if you don't know the bins, they are Goodwill's like outlet bins. It's the last stop before they hit the landfills. And it amazes me every single time when my husband and I go to the bins, thinking all of this stuff is going to end up in the landfills, and it's just makes my heart sad. And so, but then again, that's why I got this. My heart. I can't let them go. And it's frustrating, but it makes me feel like, okay, if we're saving them to do, have more purpose in someone else's lives, not end up in the landfill, that makes me happy. But I can't stay in my house forever. So anyways, we have been listing on Poshmark, and I've done kind of not great. I did get my first bundle, which I mentioned in my last video, and I have not had any sales since, and that's been a few days. But that's okay. I've been sending out offers, and I feel like I'm priced pretty reasonably. And then, but anyways, I go back to my 2 sales. They were on Mercari. They weren't even on eBay, which has been by far the best platform in the past 6 months that I've been doing this like really concentrating on doing better as a reseller. It on eBay, the last, 3 weeks has not been my best. And so I just switched to Mercari in October, and it is really like doing really well. And I'm still not sure if it's because I'm new on there, but I just sold a Torrid bra, which I had just recently sold. In my last video, I said I just sold a bra. They're not the highest, profit, but they go quick. And it was a brand Torrid, and it was great shape. And I do recommend doing bras and belts for sure. And I maybe had it 2 weeks, got it at the bins, cost me 50 cents, maybe 50 cents. And then we also sold a camo button-down type tactical shirt, and that also was on Mercari, and it didn't sell for a high amount, but I didn't have it listed long. So I'm definitely leaning towards Mercari, but eBay, I know, as once I get through this hump of whatever is going on, if it's me, let me know. But it has just been a struggle for me. In my last video, many people commented about, thanks for the video, but was mentioned, don't compare myself. I'm definitely not comparing myself to others, resellers. Well, obviously we're all going to compare ourselves. Let's step back a little bit here. Of course, I'm going to compare myself because I want to do as well as others and be as successful as others and do it on a part-time basis. I work for a local high school, a junior senior high school, and it's fun, but it's tiring and exhausting, and I am struggling being a consistent lister. It takes time to do that, and I'm particularly a little bit picky about what the photos look like and what I'm putting on there. And so by the time I get home, as we all are working full time, we're tired. But I will take, at that time with eBay, if I don't have time to list consistently and trying to go with the algorithms, then I will end listings, and then I will relist by doing a sell similar, which I recommend. It's so easy. It just basically stops your listing, and then instead of just letting eBay do it for you, I just end the listing, and then I relist it with sell similar. I keep my same photos. I might adjust my pricing at that point. I do use promoted listings on eBay, but I only start out with like 2.5%. And if it hasn't sold within 3 months, sometimes a little less, I will adjust it. I'll up the percentage of the promoted listings. But I actually feel like we pay a lot of fees as sellers. And so I try to be accommodating to myself as far as wanting to give myself a profit, but then I want to give the buyer a great deal. I mean, the shipping costs are high, there's sales tax in a lot of states, and then, it's the item themselves they're paying for by my listing, by my photos and what is presented before them. And so I really want them to be satisfied. and it's tough. I've actually been, in the last 5 months of my test, been doing super well on eBay. Like, I've been excited. It has beaten out every other platform by probably 70-75%. And I know this because I started using a more for inventory purposes. This is still not inventory. I use Vendoo. This is not a Vendoo. Vendoo has been great. I've been using that since July. I think it's been about July. And it has a lot of my inventory items, and it lets me know what I have sold, what I made on there, the profit. It lets me cross list and delist across my platforms, which I use eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Whatnot. And then it lets me know what my average sales across my average price that I'm making across all of those platforms. So I'm averaging about a profit about $28 to $30 an item, which makes me happy. I live rurally, and there's not like a lot of high-end places here. We don't get high-end clothing or shoes or home goods, vintage items. We just aren't in an area that provides us to have a higher end brands, for sure. And that's fine. I think if we could sell, a shirt for $30 and then I'm making $20, I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm not here to become a millionaire by any means. I just am trying to pay off a little debt, save a little money, have some fun with my husband. We really enjoy doing this together, and he plans on retiring after being a firefighter EMT for many years, wanting to retire here in the next 2 years, and hoping that this would be a supplemental, not only just income, but something fun to do as well. So I just am hoping that if you're comparing yourself to others, just don't. It's tough. We all have different expectations. And my expectation from this is to learn one from other resellers, what's working for them. I think the algorithms is a real thing. I think you need to take the time to list every single day. If it's one thing or 30 things, I don't believe that really matters. Just be an active participant. On Poshmark, I know that is what is really hindering me there. And I'm trying not to put more money out there to a platform, pay for something that is not going to give me the financial, kickback that I'm needing for my time for doing this. Mileage with my car. Outsourcing, that takes time, and my time and my husband's time and all of our time is a value. And so I'm trying not to pay for something further when we're already as sellers paying for it on each platform that we list on. All of this back here, someone in the comments in the last video gave me a great idea, and I kind of was already listing seasonally. Like if it's July, I'm thinking almost to past fall, and then you're almost late. Like by the time you get to August, September, you should be listing your Christmas stuff. And I look at each season. Like right now is all Christmas things. I'm in sweater season, but come like January, people are thinking sundresses. Or they're thinking flower pots or planters and gardening for their home, thinking spring. And so I really appreciated them saying, hey, I take all of my death pile and I categorize it by season. I think I'm going to take it one step further and categorize it by month. So I know in January, activewear. People are trying to be healthier. We've just spent a whole holiday season enjoying foods and wine and time with family and friends and indulging. And so I think I'm going to label each of these items, sort through them, be practical, and I'm going to be orderly about it. So I think my brain works like this. If I am busy, we all are, like I said, I think I'm going to take my items and go, okay, this would be great for January. Probably January and February. So I'm going to take my activewear, might take out some sundresses, lightweight cardigans, my vintage items that we have. I would do decor for the spring. Put those out there on my each of my platforms. And then March. So we have January and February. So then March and April, I'm thinking summertime, sandals and shorts and tank tops and sundresses. And we're going to the beach. So let's throw in some beach totes, little tote bags that I have. And so that's how my brain's going to try and do it. So then I know that I can take each tab that I have right here and, oh, okay, it's January. So January and February, I'm going to list all these items. This is my goal. It could be 50 items. It could be more than 50 items. It could be more than 50 items. But I know that those need to be accomplished, and that seems doable to me. And let me know what you think. It's what works best for you. What is working best for you on each platform. And then Whatnot, I have not gone on yet. I did do a couple of shows, like I said in my last video. I did do a couple of shows. I actually love to be a buyer on Whatnot. There's some great ways to source on there. You can find some deals. But I think Whatnot I'm going to try to do during my Christmas holiday break. I do get like 3 weeks off, and I think it's, besides painting my home, which is my goal, is to paint my living room and a bedroom, and actually in both bathrooms. So got a little work ahead of me. I am going to get back on there and do a few more shows, because I do believe Whatnot is kind of like the algorithms. You need to participate. We need to show up, and we need to interact. And I think that's where my weakness truly has been. I think the resellers are correct that I've been following. Just need to be a little bit more social. And as I'm going through this last 6-7 months of really attempting to really put myself into this, because I love it so much and I enjoy it so much. I think that's going to be the key. And I will let you know. I hope you follow along with me. I hope you like this video and subscribe to see how it goes. And keep giving me some of your advice. Do you believe in the algorithms? Do you think posting every single day helps you? What is your profit margin? And everyone's different. Like I said before, if I'm happy to make $15 or $20. Of course I want to make 100. It's happened. But is it working for you? And I'd love to interact with that. So I would appreciate if you commented and kept following along, because I'm in a little bit of a, kind of a, it was doing so well until it kind of went screeching to a halt. And I'm basically talking a little bit more about eBay. I'm struggling, and I've heard that people are having the best sales ever. And then other people are saying, I actually had someone comment and say they are struggling on eBay as well, and they've had some slow times. So what's going on with you? We're supposed to be in the fourth quarter. It's almost Thanksgiving here. I have this week off. So the next time you see me, this will definitely be organized. But anyways, thank you so much for spending your time with me and listening to me ramble on. I hope you enjoy this time with me as I am with you. And let's see how this goes. I'm looking forward to it. It gets me a little bit new. I feel a little bit more energized to keep going forward. And especially when everyone is commenting or liking my video, and I feel like we're kind of in this together. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we will chat soon. Thanks, everybody.